Hello everybody, SK Takio here. Today we'll bring you week 6 of the PWC. You already fucked up. We go up against Dave, coach of the Minessota Victinis. Me and Dave Dave was basically original creator of the PWC, so we have played him quite a few times. Yeah, we gotta face him this week, and we must win this game because if we do win, we will be 3-3 and basically we kind of will be back into the playoff race essentially. We also depend on like Storm losing and stuff, but yeah, essentially we will get back into the playoff race. So we'll get right into a team builder we have over here for Dave, then we will get into the battle. And yeah, first of all, yes, I did it, everyone. I'm bringing a tier 5 mon. I'm bringing Driflim. Driflim is making his debut this week. Is holding a flame orb to much of the ability Flare Boost. If you don't know what Flare Boost does, it gives you what did I just do? When this Pokemon is burned, its special attack have 1.5 power, so it gives it, I don't know if it's a life orb boost or it will be like a choice boost, but it's very strong basically. Our set is Will-O-Wisp, Hex, Icy Wind, Memento. Will-O-Wisp because we burnt the entire of Dave's team, barring Infernape, but Infernape cannot really, like, it doesn't beat us 1v1 basically. Hex would do a lot because it's not the bulkiest of bonds. Hex, because after Mon is burned, obviously Hex has double the power, and with the Flare Boost, this thing is doing tons and tons of damage, plus the fact that it stabs, so that is very, very cool. This Driflim is able, after Stealth Rocks and a Layer Spike, I think, to 2-hit KO, especially defensive Registeel. And that's insane, because Registeel, it's insanely bulky, and the fact that we can 2-hit KO it, it's just amazing. Which is what kinda pushed me to bring this mon. Also because I want to prove everyone wrong that I can use tier 5s. Alright, cool. I see when it hits the crocodile. Basically we burn our crocodile, putting the potential switching, and then we icy wind it. We 2-hit KO because it's burned, he cannot 2-hit KO us. It also hits the thunders for all of damage, but Hex I think just takes that down after the burn. And yeah, this thing is just there to spread burns to everybody and then hex him. Mainly to his defensive mons, because Dave always brings 4 defensive fat mons and then thunders and Infernape. So we all know how Dave builds, how he plays. So very, very, how do you call it? He's very predictable. So yeah, and Memento was just thrown there as the last move because I didn't know what else to put, and I didn't think any other coverage was necessary. So let's say I'm about to die, and like I can live like in like 5%, but I can't do anything else. So I'm on Memento into Mother Mons. So yeah, just a last ditch effort there for Driflim to put in work. Our spread, this HP is wrong. Okay. What the fuck? Okay, whatever. But it was max special attack modest. 104 is speed. That speed's a no speed invested crocodile. Like I said, Dave, his only fastest monster are Thunders and Infernape, and he brings those with a positive speed nature. So there's no point of speed creeping anything else than the defensive mons, which are slow as fuck anyways. So yeah, that's very cool. HP makes it very bulky because 150 HP stat. This allows us to take, I think, 1 stunnage from Extra Bell and Infernape. It allows us to take 2 fire punches, if I'm not mistaken, and I think I might be able to take 1 Thunderbolt from Thunders. I'm not sure on that, but yeah, very good man, very bulky. Hopefully Driflim gets to put in work this week. Next up we get Latios. We are bringing Grandium C physical Latios with Dragon Claw, Sand Headbutt, obviously Dragon Dance and Earthquake. His best Latios answer is the Registeel. and we wanted to make sure we pop that with a sea earthquake. So Registeel is very annoying for our team because of we have a Heatran over there, as you can see, and Rose Raid. So if we get rid of it or just do insanely amounts of damage to it, it will be very beneficial for us. The speed on Latios, very self-explanatory. Outspeeds the Infernape, speed creeps, max speed Jolly Infernape, the rest only attack and HP a little bit. So yeah, there's not much to say about Latios. Like, it was just a physical sweeper late game after everything has been weakened. Also, this works well against the Mega Venusaur, and like after Dragon Dance, we outspeed the Thunders and kill with an attack. So yeah, pretty cool. Next up we have what am I saying? Heracross. Heracross here, we bring in again the Salac Berry set, because against Justin it didn't work because he had the Scarf Landers. Either way, like, his Landers wasn't chipped enough to die to it. So, but this time we can win with this set because let's go through AV spread first. We have a 252 max attack Adamant, just for maximum amounts of damage. The HP and special defense investment is so we can live fuck. I think it's not 2 Thunderbolts. It might be 2 Thunderbolts from Thundurus. I don't know, but we can live something. I think it was two Thunderbolts, or maybe just 1 Thunderbolt. I don't remember well. The speed stat though, a speed stat 124 speed. This outspeeds, after the Salac Berry, it outspeeds Thundurus and Infernape. So after the speed boost we get from Salac, we outspeed those and we kill them off with the respectful moves. So yeah, very cool. Also speeds Min Speed Crook, which is his fastest mod out of all the walls, and we are packing Mega Horn, Close Combat, Stonage, and Endure, obviously. So Mega Horn, 50% to Venusaur all the time. I think maybe Fistiff might take a little less, but we do a lot. Close Combat, very strong attack. After Spikes, which you're gonna see have Roserade after, so we do have Spikes. We 2-hit KO Vaporeon, which is kinda cool. Astonish blows back the Thunders, no question explained. In front of him we can hit it with a Close Combat, so we don't have to risk some miss. What else? Yeah, Davis not known for never running Mach Punch Infernape, so he never runs it. So this is why I thought this set was the best set to bring this game. And with the ability to Moxie after we kill something, our attack obviously goes up. He has one Mondo that can stop this thing, and that is Florges, which he hasn't bring for the past 5 weeks at all. Like, Florges hasn't come, but we do have Roserade Heatran to take on Florges. So if we get rid of it or weaken it enough, then Heracross can definitely just go in. Next up we have Roserade, talking about it, holding Black Sludge with Natural Cure with Spikes, Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, and Sleep Powder. Basically, Dave only has one hash remover on his entire roster, which is a Sandslash, and Sandslash is not the best hash remover out there. So Spikes put a lot of pressure on his team because most of the team is grounded. Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, and Sleep Powder. Initially, I was talking to Colton. He told me I probably should have run a Hidden Power Fire for the Registeel, but you're gonna see that wouldn't not matter much. But I put Sleep Powder there because if I know he's gonna switch into something, let's say if I come in on the Florges or the, I don't know, Thundurus, then I can put something to sleep, which would be nice. Also, we could have put to sleep the Registeel and then switch into something like Heracross and just scare it away immediately, and that thing will be asleep. So that's pretty good. He can join Sludge Bomb, hit the entire of his team for a lot of damage. And yeah, our AB spread, we're bringing a very bulky Roserade this week with 248 HP, 236 Speed F, with a Calm Nature, 24 Evasion Speed, 12 Speed Crook, no Speed Crook. This is basically to take on Thundurus. Thundurus is a big threat to a team, and yeah, this Roserade here pretty much checks it well. We can take two timid Or they've only reached timid. But we can take two psychics, two expert bell psychics from Thunders. If he has HPIs, he would do even less. So that is very good. Rust Raid, and also we also do 2 hit KO with the Sludge Bomb. So Rust Raid expecting to do a lot of work this game. I'm really hoping it does. It hasn't shine as much in the other games, so very excited for this one. Bulky Rust Raid. So next up we have Choice Scarf Heat Train. So like I said, Dave's fastest mons are Thunderous and Infernape. Choice Scarf Heat Train pretty much beats both of those because we do Widow Speed Thundy, Widow Speed Infernape, Earth Power blows back Infernape. Thundy, we need Rock's damage to kill with a Fire Blast. And in case in case I don't want to miss, I want 5% more accurate, we got Overheat. However, I do think Overheat ensures me to do massive damage to the Venusaur over Fire Blast. And you know, there's always a chance to miss with Fire Blast, so Overheat is not as accurate as Fire Blast, but we kind of wanted something just to nuke his mons. He has Vaporeon, but I'm not too worried about it because Rosary deals with it if it doesn't have Roar. Reuniclus sets up on its face, and our entire team can pressure Vaporeon very nicely. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Stealth Rocks is our last move. We are Choice Scarf, but if we force a switch like a I don't know, Venusaur or Florges, a non-earthquake Venusaur or like Florges, we can set up our rocks and then switch accordingly. So that's pretty good. Our EV spread, it's the same as Heracross because with the Choice Scarf we do outspeed Thunders, Max Speed Timid Thunder, and obviously Infernape. We are bringing Max Special Attack Modest Heatran, so this thing is going to hit like a truck. And then the rest just thrown into HP. I think this HP actually allows us to leave one Focus Blast from Thundy, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, last but not least, we have Reuniclus. We are holding Fight DMC. If you notice, we had Ground DMC on Latios, so bringing Double Sea Crystal this week. Because I wasn't sure, like I wanted to bring Cobra Berry, but I didn't want to risk missing Focus Blast into things like Crocodile or the Registeel. So I thought Fight MC was a much safer way to go to, and like I can use my Sick Crystal as according to how the battle goes. If Latios is weakened or dying, then we probably want to use the Sick Crystal on this. If Reuniclus is weakened or dying, then we probably wouldn't use the Sick Crystal. So Side Shock, Focus Blast, Recovering Coal Mine is our coverage. That hits the entirety of Dave's team. Things that can walls us are essentially Vaporeon, but like I said, if it doesn't have Roar, we set up on its face, and we essentially beat it up 1v1. This is very good for Venusaur. It is very good for Registeel. It's very good for the Crocodile. We do leave with our investment. We do leave 2 knockoffs from Crook because we are holding a Sea Crystal, so that's very good. We leave 2 Dark Pulses from Thundy, I'm pretty sure, and I think we do leave 2 Fire Punch. Yeah, we do leave 2 Fire Punches from Infernape. So basically nothing his team can do hit KOs, not even Crocodile. So that's very awesome for us. The rest of Special 64 just throwing special attack just to boost it up a little bit when we start combining up. So yeah, nonetheless, that's the team. We have a very strong offensive based team because we gotta break through Dave's walls by force. Because if we bring a more bulkier team, then it's probably gonna end up in like a 100-turn battle. So yeah, let's get right into the battle here. And we got it right here. Make sure music's off. Normal speed. And yeah, so they brought the Venusaur, Thunderous, Infernape, all those expected. Crocodile, very expected. Florges, which was a toss-up honestly, and then Vaporeon, which I did expected. I'm impressed to not see the Registeel. I definitely thought Registeel would come instead of Florges, but I guess he opted for Florges, which it kind of threw me off at first, but Then I realized I have enough checks for it. It's mainly just heat throwing, so yeah, not too scared of it. We're gonna lead into a battle. Uh, I expected Dave to lead either to lead Infernape or Vaporeon, because something. Well, I didn't notice this. A friend of mine did. He told me that he always led with something that could be the Stealth Rocker, and a possible Stealth Rockers, it's only Heatran, so Vaporeon or Infernape makes a lot of sense. Also could have been Crook, but definitely thinking Infernape or Vaporeon. So he's actually gonna lead Infernape as we're going to lead Reuniclus, trying to counter that lead. And he's gonna go for a U-turn, right? And we're gonna predict turn 1 and we're gonna go for a Focus Blast. Thankfully we hit. I really wanted to go for the Fighting Seether, but I didn't know how ballsy he was. I thought he might have gone on. Another option would have been going into Vaporeon, or hell, even the Florges. So that's why I didn't click the C Focus Blast. If I would have done that though, that would have been amazing, because we just would have gotten rid of Crocodile turn 1 I mean. So here we're gonna switch into Heracross, because we can scare this thing away. Then here we're gonna close combat just safely. As you're gonna see, that Florges did to like 27%, so pretty decent damage, not too shabby here. Here he's gonna double when I switch into Florges. I was so close to switching into Heatran, but I think I need one spike to echo this thing with the... No, I know it's a roll and oh, and I'm sorry, before we continue, I want to apologize if I mention a lot of rolls, because you're gonna you're gonna see that there's a lot of rolls involved in this game. So yeah, I think we need one spike to 100% ensure the echo on this Infernape. So this was really good play by Dave. Doubling into Infernape, expecting my rolls right here. So we're going to hard to switch out, as he is gonna go for the 5-punch. We eat that up, but he burns us. He burns us, and this is completely terrible for us because of the fact that we are physical Latios, not special. If we were special, we really wouldn't care about this burn as much, but we are physical, so now our attack is essentially a -2, and we basically like a 50%, so it's very bad. We also can't kill him with the Sun Headbutt at this point because of the burn, so he got a 10% chance to burn, which is kind of unfortunate, but I mean there's nothing I can do about it. Here we're gonna go into Heatran as he goes into Florges. Oh yeah, we're expecting the Florges, by the way. Yeah, I'm just kidding. So here he's gonna go into Vaporeon. We're gonna just lay rocks because I know he's not gonna stay in at all. Now we're gonna go into Roserade. If you want Infernape Day, at this point I'm just gonna sack my Latios. He actually goes hard into Infernape as I lay Spike. I really wanted to go for Sludge Bomb there, but I didn't know how ballsy he was. Like, he's playing this game very aggressively, except for the turns that he's actually going for the obvious Vaporeon or the Florges. But because he did lose the Crocodile, I think he's kind of forced to play more aggressively. But I didn't capitalize on it. If I went for Sludge Bomb there, that would have been amazing. But nonetheless, we're gonna lay out Spike, which is very good. And as like I said before, we're going to go into Latios basically to sack it off, because yeah, he's still having an attack, so he doesn't know if I'm physical or special. So he's actually gonna go into Crocodile to sack it off, as we're gonna go for the Dragon Dance, expecting him to switch out from the Infernape. And he's gonna go into the Florges. Here I could have DD up again, but I didn't think. I thought he was just gonna go straight for the Wish, because he could hit any hit that I have. But he goes for the Protect first turn, and now we're gonna go for Sun Headbutt, and we're gonna flinch. This flinch doesn't matter. It matters a little bit, but because after leftover recovery, he essentially lost like 6% health, so it's nothing that major. So here we're gonna stay and we go for Florges, and we actually get an absolute minimum roll, which is kind of unfortunate because this is a Fist Death Florges. I found out by the damage with my Heracross. It's like fully Fist Death for like Bold Nature and stuff. Like this Sludge Bomb, I think, yeah, the minimum rolls 45%, which is so unfortunate because if I kill this, then this would have been very good for us. As you're gonna see us go for the Wish. As I think over here, I'm gonna put it to sleep. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Sleep Powder. Thankfully we don't miss that. And I think here I'm gonna lay another Spike. or I go for Sludge Bomb. I do go for Sludge Bomb, doing a clean 37% to this Venusaur. And now he's gonna Mega Sweep, set up another layer of spikes, and he's gonna Synthesis up. So as long as Sweep has spikes on the field, this Venusaur is very pressure. Okay, so we're gonna switch into Drifloon, right? Because we can take both of his stabs. If he has Earthquake, then we're immune to it. If he has Knock, it shouldn't do much. But yeah, Knock would have been bad because it would have knocked off the Flame Orb. And at this point with Drifloon, I can just burn everything because he's not really gonna switch Infernape because there's rocks and 2-layer spikes, and we could go for like acrobatics for like a flying move or anything. But he's actually gonna end up getting the poison with the Slush Bomb, which is terrible for us because now we cannot activate our Flame Orb, which means we won't have the Flare boost. So very unfortunate, dude. Like Drifloon could have done like Drifloon if this wasn't a Spadef Venusaur. If we burn it with the Flare boost from burn, I think it was like I think we killed this Venusaur because as you're gonna see, we're gonna burn him this turn because we are, as a matter of fact, faster. So he goes for Leech Seed, and we're gonna go for a Hex here. So that does 45% with the Flare boost. That would have been like a Choice Specs boost to hit. So I think that would have killed. If not, it would have left this Venusaur to the point where it couldn't come back in rocks. So our Drifloon goes down, which is very unfortunate for us. We're gonna go into our Uniqlos, and he goes hard Vaporeon, which kind of tells me he does has the Roar. But we're gonna go for the Sea Focus Blast because we don't need it anymore because the Crocodile is dead. And he's gonna roar us into Hurricanes, which is awesome because Vaporeon's in range of the close combat. And now we're gonna go for a close combat. We 2-hit KO this Florius easily because of the spikes and the rocks. So we knock it out, and we're gonna get our nice and attack boost. So he's gonna go into Thunders, right? And at this point in the game, in my eyes, I had the game won. So Vaporeon is like a 30% coming into all these hazards. It's gonna be like 10%, right? So that's pretty much dead. Venusaur is like a 50-something%. After coming into all this, he'll be a 30%. Easily killed with Mega Horn. Infernape just dies to close combat, and this thing dies to Stun Edge. So I'm like, okay, it's time to win. I'm gonna go for the Endure as he goes for the Thunderbolt, Hidden Power Flying. I don't care what he goes for. It's gonna bring me to -1. It's gonna bring to 1% anyways, and we can proceed to kill him because we are +1 and with the Stun Edge. And yeah, we basically win at this point because he doesn't pack. He never packs Mach Punch and Infernape, which I confirmed after the battle that he didn't. So yeah, I'm gonna go for the Endure as he's gonna go for the Thunderbolt. And he parries me. So oh man, he paralyzed me, this is completely detrimental because if he didn't I can't fucking speak. If he did not paralyze me, I just won the game at this point. I would have won. You know, I did have to hit a Stun Edge. No, yeah, I did have to hit a Stun Edge on this thing and Mega Horn on the Venusaur. But like I would have been in a position where I would have had 4 months against 2. So it was, even if I missed any of those moves, I would have still been in an incredibly position. Alternative play though would have been going into Rosary because it's a Spadef Rosary. And I apologize, and leave this Heatran strategy for later against like Infernape or something, because we know he would have burned me or poisoned me with the Venusaur. So yeah, man, very unfortunate that he paralyzed me there because I just won 100%. And now because we're para, we don't speed this, of course. So yeah, I'm low-key upset about that para because like I would just won on the spot and then I missed an overheat the following turn. Thankfully this Vaporeon is on range of the next overheat. So yeah, next up he goes into Infernape as we're gonna go into Reuniclus. Yeah, we get into Reuniclus. He does 24%, and then U-turn. This was a roll. If I live this roll and I recover off, I basically would have been healthy enough to the point where I can take on Thunders and Venusaur. If Thunders didn't have Dark Pulse, I don't know if it did, then it just wouldn't beat me at all. And the roll was from 32 to 40, and I was at 38%, and he ended up getting a nice, well, not max roll, but it was very high roll in the 38. So alright, Nicholas goes down to a roll, very unfortunate. Goes into this. We're gonna go Florges because at this point in the game, I can win. I have two ways to win. I can win by spamming Fire Blast. Obviously, I cannot miss. If I miss, I lose, because Fire Blast kills Venusaur at the range is at. It kills Infernape at the range is at, and it kills Thunders at the range is at. However, I went into Roserade because if it does packs the Thunder Wave and Thunder Waves my Venusaur, then I just lose on the spot, because that means Infernape can outspeed it and Earthquake it, and Fire Punch will kill my Roserade. So I'm gonna go Roserade first in case he does have the Thunder Wave. I don't want to risk that. So here he's gonna go for the Hidden Power Ice, as we're gonna go for the Sludge Bomb and kill this thing off. So incoming Infernape. Here I really wanted to switch into Heatran, but he had a roll on his favor to kill the Roserade with the Earthquake, so I thought he might have want to take that risk. But as you're gonna see, he's just gonna for the Fire Punch. If I want Heatran then and click Air Power, then I pretty much won 100%. And we're gonna go into our Scarf Heatran, and we're gonna click Earth Power, take out the Infernape, and now it's a 1v1 Heatran against a burnt non-earthquaking Mega Venusaur, right? So, however, very bad for us. He has Leech Seed and Synthesis. So we have to somehow high roll this mon, because it's a roll to kill. It's from 25 to 30%, some shit like that, or 25 to 31%. So we have to high roll this one, so that way we don't lose to it, and we are actually ended up gonna get a crit. So very unfortunate for Dave for that crit, but nonetheless, I feel like that's justice, because the paralyze, the burn, and the poison, all of those affected me very heavily. While when I got the flinch of the Florges, it wasn't very game changing, because I just went Roserade after. So yeah, this crit definitely does matter. This crit definitely does matter, because ended up killing him. I could have risked a Fire Blast, but seeing how I've been just getting status, I've been missing, I've gotten frozen this season, and things that have just not gone my way, I thought I was probably more likely going to miss or Fire Blasts anyway. So I ended up locking myself into Earth Power, left it to a roll, and ended up getting a crit. So I did get lucky. I did get lucky last turn, not gonna lie, and that definitely hands me the win here. But yeah, nonetheless, very fun game, even though it was very hacksy. Like I said, I do believe I won with Heracross at when I sent it up the Endor. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. That's how the game goes. We do pick up a 1-0 window, and this puts us at 3-3 with a +1 differential. So we kinda slowly getting back up to our playoff spot, which is very cool. And yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anything else to say. Next we play Luna, which should be a very interesting game. Luna has a very scary team, and every time we play, like, some crazy shit happens. So yeah, looking forward to that. Nonetheless, thanks for watching. Check out Dave, check out the PWC channel, and happy Thanksgiving, and I'll see y'all later. Bye bye.